Okay, in this lesson, we're going to continue practicing finding equations. Okay, we're going to find equations of lines by the graph, which we've already done, and by data tables, which we just did as well. But we're going to add to it sentences. Okay, and we're just dipping our toes in right now with sentences. Okay, so we're going to get into a lot more detail with that. But I just wanted to throw some in so you could just kind of start thinking about it. But here's a real quick review. The slope m of a graph is rise over run. The y-intercept b of a graph is where a line crosses the y-axis. Okay, for a data table, the slope m of a data table is change in y values over change in x values. The y-intercept b is the y value across from x equals 0. Okay, so now sentences. Slope, for the most part, just means how fast your stuff is changing. Okay, if it's increasing, it's going to be a positive slope. If it's decreasing, it's going to be a negative slope. Okay, the y-intercept, b, is just how much stuff you start with. Okay, the amount that you start with. So let's just look at a few of these examples. Okay, there's 4 inches of snow on the ground. It is snowing 1 inch every hour. Okay, the y-intercept, b, is how much you start with. So we're starting with 4 inches of snow on the ground. So b is 4. Okay, the change that it's snowing 1 inch every hour, okay, that's your m. That's your slope. Okay, and the amount of snow is increasing on the ground 1 inch per hour, so it's a positive 1 slope. So the equation for that sentence would be y equals 1x plus 4, or y equals x plus 4. Okay, the second example, I am 12 feet below sea level. I am swimming upward 2 feet every second. Okay, so your initial value, how much you start with, okay, where you are at the beginning. Okay, at the beginning, you are 12 feet below sea level. Okay, so that'd be negative 12. And then you're swimming upward 2 feet per second. Okay, that would be your slope m, the change. Okay, it's changing 2 feet every second. So your equation would be y equals 2x plus negative 12. Simplified a little bit, plus a negative 12 could be simplified to minus 12. Okay, the last one, I have $20. I am spending $2 every week. Okay, so the initial amount of money you have would be B. Okay, you're starting out with $20. And from that $20, you're spending $2 every week. Okay, so your money is decreasing by $2 every week. Okay, so your slope is negative 2. Okay, so your equation for that sentence would be y equals negative 2x plus 20. Okay, and again, we're going to be doing this a lot. This is just dipping our toes into it. Okay, I did want to point out that with the pixel you're going to do, if you had something like y equals 1x plus 4, it won't do what it's supposed to do. It won't give you part of the picture unless you type it completely simplified to y equals x plus 4. Okay, same way with plus and negative. You really don't want to type it that way in the pixel you're going to do because it won't give you the part of the picture that's supposed to pop up. So just be aware that you want these to be simplified when you do the puzzle. Okay, so what you have here, when you open up the pixel, I don't think your class has done a pixel yet. But what you have, after you open it up, on the bottom of your screen, you should see graphs. See on the bottom left, it says graphs. and then you click the second page. It says slope-intercept form. Okay, that's where you type your equation in. Okay, for the graphs. Okay, I manipulated this, so it's not only graphs, but it's graphs and a few data tables and a few sentences. Okay, but on that page, that's where the problems are. And then you got to click this other tab to get to the answers. And what I'm going to recommend you guys do is to, let's see, I put it on the wrong spot. I'm going to recommend you do a double 2 half screens and put the graphs on 1 half screen at 33% and put the slope-intercept form page at 33% on the other half screen. Okay, then you don't have to, you see everything better. Okay, so what you're going to do, it's either going to be a graph, a data table, or a sentence. Okay, you just want to type in the equation. So graph 1, and I didn't change the graphs to say sentences or to say data tables. Okay, so just work with me, okay? So graph 1, the y-intercept is 0. The slope is up 1 over 1. So your equation would be y equals 1x plus 0. Okay, you'll go over here and type it. Okay, it won't do the right thing if you type in y equals 1x plus 0. You got to type in y equals, instead of 1x, type in x, and then don't type in plus 0 because it doesn't need to be there. Okay, you type in y equals x. It's going to be red. Okay, push enter on your keyboard. And if you did the right thing, you're going to have some colors pop up on your picture. Okay, so you do that with all of these. Okay, it's either going to be a graph, a data table, or a sentence. Okay, type in the equation in simplest form, and you'll get part of the picture. When you're all done, you'll get a really nice picture. Okay, I went kind of quick through the video because I only get so much time on YouTube. Please contact me if something's not making sense. Okay, just do the best you can and keep me posted.